Yeah, what's going on? It's your boy K every day. It's your boy K. Hey, I had to do this today, man. We gotta talk about this J. Cole diss, man. I always say this, but if you've been living under a rock, man, I just had to come out and say a couple of things. So, J. Cole just recently put out a diss track towards Kendrick Lamar titled 7-Minute Drill. It's crazy because I actually thought it was hot. But a lot of people thought it was mid. I just kept hearing all over the internet, on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, everywhere. People were just saying it was mid. Again, I thought it was hot. But in case you've been living under a rock, I'm going to play it for y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think. And then we got to talk about some other things because I think the state of hip-hop is shifting. And I don't like where it's going. Let me see if I can find this song real quick. Y'all hold on for a minute.
I'm fully loaded, guy. I can drop 2 classics right now.
So again, the general consensus online is a lot of people thought that this diss track was mid. Again, I liked it. I like the wordplay. I like the overall tone of the song. A lot of people felt that he was a little too laid back. They felt that he should have came with a little bit more aggression. Since, it's supposed to be battling another person, supposed to be competitive. And since J. Cole been on this run where in a lot of songs and a lot of the features that he's been on, he keep proclaiming that he's the number one, he's the best. He's called himself Muhammad Ali. And everybody normally feels, that Muhammad Ali is considered to be the GOAT when it comes to the boxing anyway, the greatest of all time. So, a lot of people feel conflicted. They was like, yo, man, if you're going to sit here and keep saying that you're the best, but you come up with a diss track like this and you ain't even really being aggressive and, you're kind of being passive. Again, I don't know. But something just happened here recently that just really hurt my heart. And a lot of people feel that it's totally going to change the way we view rap beats going forward. And it really just going to change hip-hop. So after J. Cole put out this that song, he was on the Dreamville concert on stage. And he basically apologized to Kendrick Lamar, basically saying that he wasn't even able to sleep after he put out this diss track because it didn't sit right in his heart and in his spirit. And he apologized to K-Dot on stage in front of all of his fans. And he was just basically saying he hoped that Kendrick accept his apology and that, he didn't really want to send shots at his brother like that. I think he even said that he loved him. And he said he understands that if K-Dot still feels the need to come back with a diss song after hearing this song, that he gonna stick his chin out and basically let this man hit him in the chin. Well, he was basically saying, K-Dot, whatever you gotta do, man, I love you, salute, hats off to you. And he basically apologized for talking about his discography because, if anybody that's been around, like I've been around, where Cole got what he was doing. He referenced back to Jay-Z's takeover, the whole beat between Jay-Z and Nas, where Jay-Z went through Nas' discography and he basically was saying, I can do the math. You only put out so many hot songs in so many years. That's where J. Cole got that from. So he was basically paying homage to Jay-Z by doing that. He basically said that, he only had one hot album. He said one was tragic. The other one people slept on, but people gassed it. So that was him kind of doing the whole Jay-Z takeover thing. I thought it was clever. I thought it was witty. But again, a lot of people didn't like it because they felt that J. Cole was capping because they was like, there's no way J. Cole really feel that Kendrick don't really have a good discography. So they felt that he wasn't being genuine. And then a lot of people pretty much know that J. Cole is a good, kind-hearted dude. And they didn't like the fact that he was coming, like he was rapping about some stuff in his diss that weren't really him. He wasn't really being himself. And he started talking about the gunplay and that he got a homie that'll really, go to war with him and really like go out there and air things out. But then J. Cole made it seem like, nah, I don't even want you to get involved in this beef. If something's gonna go down, I'd rather do it myself. People thought that he was capping on that too. They was like, look, man, you really a nice dude. You ain't really about this life. You ain't about this beef. But this really hurts my heart. And it really hurt a lot of people because, we remember when beef was really beef. Like when Tupac and Biggie, again, rest in peace, both of them brothers, man. it was sad to see him go. But back then, beef was really beef. I mean, these cats was like talking about a lot of personal stuff. They were going back and forth, taking shots at each other. And at some point, they really didn't like each other. Like, if they would have seen each other, it probably would have been a problem. But J. Cole and Kendrick, I think it just was strictly wax. I don't think they really that they don't like each other. And it just would have been strictly on wax. So I don't really understand why J. Cole felt the need to have to apologize after putting out that diss track. But y'all heard the track. How y'all feel about it? Y'all let me know. Again, I liked it. I thought it was hot. But the general consensus, if we really scoring these battles, people feel that Kendrick right now is winning the battle. It's 1-0. And after he just came up with his apology, man, I think J. Cole just gracefully bowing out. So I don't know if he's ever going to come out with another diss track going at Kendrick. So we won't really get the back and forth. So now I think the tide is about to switch. And it's really just going to be between K-Dot and Drake. But Drake, in so many words, is already letting us know that he ain't going to back down. And everybody just basically waiting for Drake to put out his diss. You know, everybody trying to figure out when he going to do it. People trying to be patient because, you know, Drake just came off a tour. So they knew he wasn't going to take time in between tour dates to mess around trying to come up with a diss track. But now that his tour is over, he should have plenty of time to sit down, get the pen wet, and come up with some bars for K-Dot. So now, hopefully they'll at least be able to go back and forth so we can get what we thought we was going to get with J. Cole and Kendrick. I don't know who will win between, well, y'all do know. If we just talking about lyrics, I don't think Drake can hang with K-Dot. Kendrick is just more lyrical. So if we just talking about the strictly bars, Kendrick gonna win. But if we start getting into how much money we make, how many cars we got, how many women we done been with, how many times we done been around the world and all that stuff, Drake gonna win that hands down. So it depends on how they formulate this beef. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even really think them two guys got a real beef with each other. Like, if they seen each other in the street, ain't not gonna happen. They're not gonna, like, get into no physical altercation or nothing like that, man. Like I said, man, I think all this stuff is just friendly competition. Everybody trying to jockey for that first position. But I do want to talk about this before we get out of here today. A lot of people feel now that J. Cole done backed out of the race, he should never be allowed to rap about or talk about being the greatest or being the number one out of the big three ever again. He ruined his chances when he backed out of the beef or the rap battle by apologizing to K-Dot. A lot of people feeling that he ain't built for this. He too nice. He's still going to be considered a great MC, but when it comes to jockeying for that number one position, I think he pretty much took himself out of the race by apologizing to K-Dot. But I'm curious to know what y'all think. Again, I appreciate y'all taking time to tune in to the podcast. Y'all be good and stay safe.